Hey guys, how are ya? Hope you're all doing very well. I am back for another review. This evening I'm going to be reviewing a South Korean action/comedy, South Korean language, English subs, released in the year 2011, directed by Jo Bum-gu, and this movie is called Quick. And the story to Quick is as follows. A former motorcycle gang member, Ki-soo, makes a living as a bike messenger. His routine day is turned upside down after witnessing an explosion downtown. But when his ex-girlfriend puts on his motorcycle helmet, they become stuck in the middle of a master terror plot. The helmet begins a countdown and will explode unless they complete a series of deliveries within a fixed time limit. So Ki-soo is the main character. In his day, he was a legendary bikie. Since his days in the biker gang, he has gone on to be a courier. So he's made a bit more of an honest living. Now he's also got his name for he's got a name for himself as a courier because he delivers packages from one destination to another very quickly. Now he doesn't have any regard for the law and he doesn't have any regard for public safety. So you really get an impression that this guy's a little bit selfish and he's not an overly likable character. So one day Ki-soo's world is turned upside down when he goes on a delivery with his ex-girlfriend. Now his ex-girlfriend puts on Ki-soo's helmet, and this is where they realise that the helmet is wired to a bomb. Now Ki-soo gets a phone call from a mobile phone in the compartment area of the motorbike. He didn't know it was there, so it's obvious that someone's tampered with the bike while they've been gone. So he answers it, and on the other line is a psychopath, and the psycho tells them that they have to deliver these packages that he has on the bike in order to stay alive. Now, these packages have to be delivered within a certain time limit, otherwise the helmet that the ex-girlfriend is wearing is going to blow up. There are a few other conditions that they have to apply. They can't separate from each other from a certain distance, otherwise it will explode. They can't be late, otherwise it will explode. They can't try and take the helmet off, otherwise it will explode. And if they alert the police, it's going to explode. So they have a lot on their plate. They're driving through Seoul, which is a city in Korea, like maniacs. They have to get to a destination within a very limited time. So it's kind of like the movie Speed, where they have to go at insane speeds in order to get to the destination. This obviously gets the attention of the police, so not only do they have to contend with the psycho, but they also have to evade the capture of the police, who are very familiar with Ki-soo because of his days as a bikie. So how this movie unfolds, that's something you're going to have to find out for yourself, but hopefully I have done a good enough job at making the synopsis interesting enough for you. Now my thoughts on this movie. This is just another Korean film to add to the list of very memorable experiences which really shocked me because no one talks about the movie, and it's a great shame because I actually feel that this is an undiscovered gem. Now having said that, it's not a movie that's going to be labelled as a masterpiece. It is a very fun film. The thing I really got about the movie the most was the fact that the director and the cast and the crew seem to have a lot of fun making the movie, and therefore that transfers to the viewer. And it's just a really fun movie, and it's not something to be taken seriously. However, having said that, it's going to surprise a few people because although it seems like just an insane thrill ride, it also has a little bit of depth to the characters, so they're not cardboard cutouts. The action isn't the only thing that the director relies on. He actually creates some very likable characters, and even Ki-soo, he starts off as a character you don't like, then there's a few hidden secrets that come out in the open which make you even dislike him even more, but the way he is to his ex-girlfriend and he's trying to be a better person, you kind of get sympathy for him. You really sympathise with the ex-girlfriend, you sympathise with some of the police force, and you also sympathise with the villain. So that's something I really didn't expect, and it's something that is very familiar with Korean cinema. They really pay attention to their characters, even if it is a comedy. So it is a comedy, but having said that, it's not laugh-out-loud ridiculous humour. It's very subtle South Korean stuff. There's a little bit of slapstick humour in it. So yeah, you know, if you want your laughter, you want your silly sort of fun, there is enough of that in there. But a lot of it is quite subtle. There is some witty dialogue, which I really enjoyed. I actually thought that one of the policemen was the funniest character in the film, and he was there for a little bit of comedy relief. The action sequences are very good. It's very well choreographed. The chase scenes were very well shot, very thrilling and in your face. There's a lot of car crashes, and if that's your kind of thing, it's going to deliver in that regard. There's a lot of explosions, there's a lot of motorbikes jumping from one building to another, so it's kind of like a very far out fun. But if you don't take yourself too seriously, you'll really appreciate the action sequences in the movie. The ending was both emotional and very funny, so once again that delivered in that regard. Some of the special effects was a little tiny bit fake looking, but I can forgive that because it's not a mega budget film. Although having said that, it does have a little bit of money behind it, so it doesn't look completely ridiculous. Typical South Korean cinematography, if you like your bright colours, the trademark of South Korea, you're going to appreciate the way that this movie's been shot. So it's everything that makes South Korean movies very good, and it's just created something that's a very thrilling storyline. The plot thickens, so it's got the storyline ticked, it's got the characters ticked, and the action sequences. So it pretty much delivers everything that it promises. I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5 because of the fact that it's a little bit light-hearted to be considered a classic, but if you like your action movies like Speed, they have very high-impact sort of thrill, this movie is definitely one to get because I think it's one of the most underrated films as far as South Korean cinema is concerned. And definitely the director of this movie is one to look out for. So 3.5 out of 5 for quick. I would recommend it, especially if you're a fan of action films. Alright guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, keep watching movies and I'll see you later. Bye.